Hello, and welcome back to episode 10 of Rule the Waves 2 German Sluggers. I'm just so excited to see how this war turns out that I'm recording another episode today, immediately after the last one. So, that last battle went very well for us. I want to check to see who we have on rating real quick. We only have 2 1-month repairs. It's excellent. Make sure there's nobody else who is in long term repairs that has been put on rating that we wanted to be raiders. And I think that is going well. It'd be nice to get some of these refitted to have the director, but I'm not going to push for that, as really the Mackinsons are the battle cruisers that are going to be doing most of the fighting for the immediate future. Do we want to have a fight in? I don't think we're going to be able to get the superiority unless the Italians camp in the Mediterranean, do the invasion of Tunisia. But since the Italians are in the Mediterranean, I'm going to leave them to do that. If that gets us Tunisia, then that gets us Tunisia. If not, I don't think we're going to be able to get the Baltic states. Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia, for anybody who's not familiar with the area. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything for me to do at this point other than to do another turn. How are our subs coming? 5 more months? Yep, enemy fleets dominating around an area. Oh yeah, give him safe passage. I mean, we could net more prestige, and that's usually what I do. But I think Russia is close to being on the ropes. If I can knock them out, that should end this war. Cruising formation. Lost another AMC. Sunk about half as many merchants as last turn, but that's still a ton of points. I mean, we're sitting very well on points now. Enemy raid on shipping. Russia wants to come in. Let's see what we have for the fight. Looks like we get 3 of our Mackinson and an escort. Or a screen, really. Go, bring us up to 20 knots. Hopefully the airships will get us some decent spotting. Oh, but it's about to be nighttime. That is unfortunate. Now we're going to be fumbling around in the dark hoping to find them. Airships keep coming back. Repairs. Could expand one of those bases. Okay, so they have successfully found something. And we could be anywhere in here for where they are. Our best report is way back there. Wow. 222. Hope we can get down there in a reasonable amount of. Own ship opens up on a CL. What do we have for light cruisers? We don't have any on trade protection. Actually, we don't have any. Airships returning. Additional reports. Interesting. These assume that's the designator for a airship. Especially as we're getting a lot more reports now. Probably lost an airship. Oh wow, yeah, they spotted the enemy fleet. They're down there. Pick up speed. See if we can't get down there a little bit faster. Bring us down to cruise as we get a little bit closer. Because we want to give our stokers a break and our engineers a chance to clean the grates for the coal grit build up. Getting additional reports somewhere down here. We're going to see some sort of daylight, so we just need to be in the vicinity. Found a transport. Pretty sure they're going to achieve their objective. Getting another drink. My voice is getting roughed up a little bit. Still the same day where I started recording after my cold. Say they're over there. Okay then. Let's see, what have we got? Oh nice, that's a Dead Reckoning line. Dead Reckoning being, if they continued on the same course and speed, they would be here. Clearly not the case. If we go up this way, playing whack-a-mole with sighting reports. Nothing is there. I'll keep it on the sheet then. Oh, there they are. Can't pick up speed since we have a positive sighting. Hopefully the destroyer will be able to disengage. That's why I like using destroyers for trade protection, is they can sight and then they can get away without getting sunk. And they're leading us on a merry chase. Only we can track them down. I don't think they're down there. You can see them being over here somewhere. There we go, finally. And we're already at speed. Considering this is a meeting engagement at 4,000 yards or less, I'm going to turn in and immediately tell our squadron to attack and get into torpedo launching positions. Oh, not quite what I was hoping for. This could be ugly. We'll cross the line, get plenty of hits, give them a wonderful shot to throw some torpedoes into the side of the Prince Idle Frederick. Somehow avoid it, and pound the snot out of their starboard Rosia class, while the Mackinson takes the torpedo. Mackinson being second in line. That's very bad. I don't remember whether these have a level of torpedo protection or not. Let's see, the Mackinson. Detach her, see if she can get away. Trading her for a single heavy cruiser is not worth it. Hopefully she makes it okay. I drop her speed. Sometimes I wish I could tell them. Meanwhile, this Vasily might be getting a decent shot off it. Nope, the Mexican's turning away. Good. Don't go so fast. She's done. Bit premature to say that, but I'm gonna call it. She's done. The AI is still. I can click on the flag. AI still has her moving at her max speed. And that's gonna burst the bulkhead again. Yeah. She's not gonna make it. Shouldn't have detached her. Should have just lowered the speed of the division. That's an unfortunate loss. But at least we got 2 heavy cruisers for the loss for the Mackensen. We'll lose a prestige, gain 1. Let's see. There we go. The AI persists. It's one of the reasons I'm disappointed sometimes when I play on Admiral difficulty. But it's just how it goes sometimes. The captain of the Mackensen will be posthumously demoted to whatever a seaman would be in the German Navy of the time. I don't think that torpedo will hit. Like we'll net 3 heavy cruisers. Kind of highlighting why a lot of people tend not to build heavy cruisers, because they get dominated by battle cruisers. Have any other ships we can see around? Mackensen could conceivably make it out alive if the battle ends soon enough. Going slower than Max, but not by much. She doesn't have much leeway. If a bulkhead bursts, she's done. As it is, she might not make it. Slow destroyer. Sink her real fast. Have another ship. Is that the one that's still sinking? Yes. We'll head back with the Mackensen. But we'll go 20. And the Mackensen makes it by the skin of her teeth. And we sink a battleship. Don't know when or where, but that was a night action which tends to be chaotic. The Marengo. The tale of the take for you guys. Summary of airships. Marengo. I'm really curious about this. It might have been an action that wasn't involving our ships. Somebody might have got unlucky with a torpedo in the night action and sunk the Marengo for us. So we gained 2 prestige, an excellent Battle of Bornholm, which I believe that makes this the second Battle of Bornholm. All those German. Too bad I can't check history to see if it was the second Battle of Bornholm. Otherwise, it's going to be mislabeled. Oh well. How is the Mackinson? 2 months. Not surprised. Our raiders continuing to do their thing. Trade protection continues to be effective. See how the Mediterranean is doing. Yeah, they're moving stuff back. I wonder if they know that I have an invasion under plan. And the blockade is lifted. Typical AMC. 110. They won't survive this long. Italian French navies. Light forces getting sunk. Oh boy. Our single heavy cruiser against whatever this convoy is escorted by. That's really a battle cruiser, I'm just gonna go away. But not maneuvering like a battle cruiser. That is at most a heavy cruiser. And there it is. Blue. Okay. I might take a suggestion somebody else had made a while back. And trying to remove some of these extra names all over the place. I'll leave it for now. It's fine. Tromblons seeking to head off our heavy cruiser. Cut back towards the convoy, which forces them to take the long way around while we engage the Deplu. And we square up with the Conde. While the secondaries engage the convoy that is on the port side. I don't remember this Conde. Heavy cruiser, I don't mind engaging. Even with our legacy one. Yeah, we're getting plenty of hits. This is going to be a pair of really good battles for us. I think we really have turned the war around. Cruiser? I don't think so. Yep, it's a destroyer. A lot of misidentifying. Getting a few more rounds than the Deplu. Dive through the convoy again. Close in with the French heavy cruisers. I don't think we've taken much damage. No. Which is why I'm kind of rushing through this. I want to see the results, but also I'm not too concerned by this battle. half the ammo, so we still have some forward ammo. Get some more rounds in the deploy. We'll go for a close engagement. Risky. Turn away. Continue to avoid torpedoes. Continue to turn away to avoid that tromblin. Oh wow, they're getting some hits in. Actually causing some flotation damage. There's the torpedo, which is why I turned slightly. Give that side angle to the underwater torpedo, since we're going at 17 knots. She stood there for it, but missed. Turn around. Looks like we got the deploy finally. Sunk most of the convoy. There's some of the rest of them. Yeah. The Frederick Carl got pretty chewed up though, so I'm okay disengaging. Haven't taken out one heavy cruiser and most of the convoy, if not all of it, with this pass. Might actually need to do foreign tonnage. Could actually spread out our raiders. Our non-merchant freighters, since our blockade has been lifted. I'm okay leaving it though. Tomlin's coming back for more. And if the destroyers want a tango, I will give them the chance. Oh, they're picking up survivors. Chase them down if they're going to go slow, picking up survivors. Not that we're likely to hit them. We just need to get lucky a couple times. Which it looks like we are. She'll get away though. And we'll let them. Back to this Italian base. I don't know if we can retreat to that. They certainly have the minefield out. Mostly I'm just looking to disengage at this point. Unless this destroyer keeps picking up survivors, giving me some easy shots on them. Chase them down, or we get enough hits? No. The slower one, that might be the deploy. Or no, we sank the deploy. Would be the other one. Hyundai. Which I'm not particularly threatened by because it's 6-inch primary. Alright. Good hits there. We're definitely going slower at this point, though. Another good hit. No hits at long range. Probably slower gunfire. We're out of... We're really running out of... We have the 6 inches. We could close in, but with the torpedo ranges we have now, I'm not really interested in that. If she wants to pursue us, by all means, I'll lead her on. carried away this time. For faster sim speed. And we're coming towards nighttime. Perfect time to break off contact. And call it. So we took heavy damage. Only got one. Oh, yes. Why? And 13 transports. Hail of the take. Close it out. And part 1. Prestige. That hurt our foreign tonnage. No, we're still good. He's got to be repairing. Yeah, 2 turns. Have all of our reasserted the blockade in Northern Europe. And we have all of our battle cruisers ready at the next turn. Would like to build another airship base in the Mediterranean now that we've finished Northern Europe. Put one in Rhodes. Put one in Libya. Tripoli. Tobruk might be another good location, but we'll just do those 2. More AMCs. Okay, they're allied in a war. We could use it. More unrest for Russia due to food shortages. A bunch of our AMCs having some issues. Still taking out a bunch of enemy shipping. And they got one of ours. That's it. Italians losing a destroyer in a simulated battle. Cruiser battle. Only non-raiding ships are our battle cruisers. So it gave us destroyers. Those being the other ones. Consider it. These guys are going up against actual cruisers. It's going to go poorly for us. Likely going to turn them around and just have them run. Yep, just head home. No contact. And it was nothing but cruisers and ones that could chew us up. Exit that. That one's a draw. They get some of their victory points back from all of the trade shipping we were sinking. These 2 are working up. These ones having a change on. Oh, I made them long range. Or extreme range. So they're less likely to break down. Their maintenance is, coincidentally, slightly higher. That's alright though. Area over. Strength, tonnage, mine lane. That's what I was looking. Don't have any minesweepers, we're gonna want to get some. No. That's the Mediterranean. And I don't think I can fix that. We're just gonna have to eat that. Might be able to cheese it slightly. Feels kind of cheap. Oh, nope. Because we could use something like West Africa. But I'm going to try to use. That's what we're looking for. Revolution brewing in Russia. Lost a destroyer due to a mine. Lost one of our AMCs. A couple more returning home. Not nearly as much. They're probably putting a lot more on trade protection now. Just this ridiculousness But as you can see, any of our capital ships that are on rating, they're gonna get a few. Every single turn. Yeah, they've got heavy cruisers on trade protection at this point. Convoy attack, large. We are heavy cruiser again. And a couple of Italian battle cruisers. Makes me a little concerned of what kind of convoy to escort this. If we can even find the convoy. Nice. Heavy damage. Didn't take him out fully. So we just had that until we were off by a little bit. With blimps involved, that'll be a little bit. I might actually get to see our light cruisers in this war. Alright, where had we put that formation? Not active fleet. Raider. I wonder, do we want more airship bases? I think the answer to that is yes. Our funds are not exactly doing well. Let's go through. Right. Cameroon. Want it in more? The Indian Ocean. Want Tanganyika at Dar es Salaam. And then we want another one in Eritrea at Masao. And we want Southeast Asia. We want Northern Marianas, Carolinas, Saipan and Truk. We probably want every single one. Northern Marianas, Saipan. Want Caroline Islands, Truk. Caroline Islands, Peleliu. Want Caroline Islands, Ponape. We did a retreat. Want Tanganyika and Tonga. Want Maroon, we did already. Rhodes has actually 2 locations. I'm not sure where Lindos is. I think it's on the other side. Libya, we can do Benghazi. And we can also do Tobruk. Then, do we want even up here? Do Danzig. Then we did Emden. Cancelled the Wilhelmshaven. I think we did Swinemunde. We'll do Kiel. Kolberg. And we will do Thunder. And that'll take care of that. Might have to pause a couple of those, but that'll at least take it. With that, we've had a couple of really long episodes. I do not want to get into a super large battle and go over time again. We'll call it at this point. January 1913, we've been at war for almost a year and a half. We've really turned it around. How long that'll last? It's not a for sure thing, but things are looking a lot better with Russia on the ropes. Their home revolution may cause them to capitulate. I don't know if that'll end the war for both, or it will just drop them out and reset the war for so we're just fighting France, which that is much more doable. With that, I don't have any major building plant programs in mind other than finishing out the air bases for the Zeppelins. I have Zeppelins all across the world since our colonial holdings are actually looking pretty impressive. With that, I hope you had a good time. Please leave a comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you next time. Take care.